I gotta say, I finally understood this meme. Because when you see it the first time, you're like, ah, ha, ha, women, right? But then you understand it when you live it yourself. I lived it in Baldur's Gate, chat. I lived it in Baldur's... I know I'm talking again about that game, but now I'm going to actually be talking about the gameplay, right? Which is pretty good. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteousness, has better gameplay than this one. But this one is also quite good. It's quite up there with Dragon Age Origins. But my god, the characters, they're harassing me, chat. I'm being harassed. I don't think I ever played an RPG with characters more horny than this. Like, it's like going around with a bunch of people that come next to you and they're like, fuck. Do you wanna fuck? Let's fuck. And it's like, okay, you know, if these were like beautiful ushikushi harem ladies, I would understand. But they're ugly as sin. I mean, some of these characters are made ugly on purpose. I cannot believe that the HR lady didn't sit behind the artist and tell him it's like, okay, you need to draw her a little bit more ugly. No, this is not more ugly. I mean, there are already people on the internet that have fixed the character through mods and stuff. So, anyway, right, it's not the fact that they're ugly, but their character is rotten as well. I mean, the Githyanki lady just comes up to me and is like, I want to taste your flesh. And I'm like, what the fuck, woman? What the fuck? Just get away from me. You're harassing me. You know, like, I'm minding my adventure. I'm thinking, like, all right, I got this parasite in my brain. How can I take it off? You know, maybe I can talk with this. I want to taste your flesh. You know, the main problem with this, they do not know how to write romanticism anymore. Like, the era of Disney is gone. You know, they keep saying that men don't like romance. That's false. I liked almost all the old Disney movies. There's a lot of romance to be had in anime. Future Diary. I know a lot of people cried when reading the manga of My Rental Girlfriend, especially with the grandma arc and stuff. Like, men do like romance, but it has to be wholesome. You can't have the woman walk up to the man, I want to taste your flesh. And that's not the only one, right? Like, you got another one, another chica, the one that's like burnt, right? Like she has like a heart engine and her skin is literally burning and she's got like third degree burn marks on her, right? And when she walks, she's like, fuck, let's fuck. I'm thinking like, dude, this is not attractive. Like if we're talking about romance, Talizora didn't do this. Morrigan didn't do this. Like, this is not... I don't know, like, is this normal in California? Yeah? Do women behave like this? Do they have the mental illness haircut and they curse as a punctuation sign? I mean, again, you know, I know that maybe because they will say, well, yeah, but like some women are like that in real life. And I get it, you know, fine. But imagine if you see a commercial for Coca-Cola and you have like this bottle that's covered in feces and then the person starts drinking it. And when you say like, oh, that's disgusting, why are you showing me that? And it's like, well, like some Coca-Cola bottles are like that in real life. And I'm like, who fucking cares? Why are you showing me that? You want my time and money to go to your company. Why are you doing this to me, right? Like, and the thing is, like, I wonder, like, have they lost the ability of creating a good character? Is it that difficult? I mean, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous has Arwe Shal. Arwe Shal is written perfectly. Even that paladin lady, I forgot her name. Oh, actually, I would even say even the psychotic serial killer lady from Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteousness is written far better than any of these other two. So, eventually, you're stuck with the elf, right? Like, that's the default. You got, like, the elf, which, even the elf is like a blatant mid. Like, there's no romance with her. Honestly, this game probably wants me to become a homosexual so I can romance Gale. Gale is, like, one of the more interesting characters, which, again, goes to show you that they can write romance when it comes to the men. Like, Gale has an interesting character arc, but all the female characters are lame. And normally I wouldn't even care, but like every single time they talk about Baldur's Gate, they bring up the fucking. And every single time you play Baldur's Gate, it's difficult not to have the characters sexually harass you in camp. So like they genuinely like wanted this to be a thing, because that, you know, like if they wouldn't focus on this, and then like most of the focus would have been on gameplay and quests and stuff like that, and this would have been like a nice, by the way, like, we know that some of our players may be interested in experiencing some romance. Like in Mass Effect, for example, right? Like the main storyline, the main plot wasn't the romance you have with the characters. But some of the romance was there. Like, for example, Tali Zora Vas Normandy, right? Like, she had a couple of lines, and I think, like, even the developer didn't expect that she will be this popular. So eventually they actually allows you to romance her, which is fine, but the main issue is that it was like a side thing. But here in Baldur's Gate, you can definitely view that it's up in center. Like, they even brag about hiring an actor to make sex noises and all of that shit. So they're doing their best in order to try to persuade you to do it. And then they give you, like, some of the most cringe, some of the most forced dialogue ever imaginable. To the point where I, as a man, feel sexually harassed by those women. And they're also ugly, again. Like, you got a lady with a mental illness haircut, and her skin has been burned off. And then you have a lady without a nose. So literally, like, the only one that's left is the elf, which doesn't even really have that much of a personality. Like, her whole shtick is that she forgot everything. She's got amnesia. It's like, I don't want to take advantage of people with amnesia, It's like, what if she actually has a husband and she doesn't remember? What if I just want to have kids? How can I have a family with her? Doesn't work that way, right? But do you guys feel the same? Am I over exaggerating? Because my point is, like, this is not even about Baldur's Gate. My point is a grander observation, which is the fact that we don't have romance in the West anymore. None of these people can write it. Like, what is the last romantic movie that you remember that you liked? Because I know that guys actually do watch that, right? Like, guys do watch Beauty and the Beast. Come on, you have seen Mulan. You have seen Pocahontas. Like, you must have seen these things, right? And you enjoyed them, didn't you? Did you just watch them at some point? Did you watch Anastasia, Tangled? Like, we have seen romance, right? Did you guys not play Dragon Age? Did you not try to romance Viconia de Veer? Look at Miranda's ass in Mass Effect? You must have, right? Like, come on. So my question is, like, when was the last time the West actually created something good? And by the West, I mean everything minus Japan, China, and Eastern Europe. It is just interesting. And then you have the writers complaining that ChatGPT is going to replace them. Like unironically, ChatGPT can write more compelling characters than these writers, which is very sad. But yeah, it's just what it is. It's a lack of entertainment. That's my problem. Like, there's nothing worth watching. There's nothing worth enjoying. And when you do get something that's nice, like Baldur's Gate, it does have good gameplay mechanics, but the disturbing female characters that are sexually harassing me completely ruins my immersion. I'm not saying, I'm not saying that you can't have, like, some bizarre female characters that go, like, I want to taste your flesh. Okay, fine. But, like, why can't you have, like, the wholesome female character there as well? Well, what is the wholesome one? Why can't we have, like, someone that's more down to earth and less California? Let me know what you guys think, and as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.